Welcome in, everybody.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
hello.
It's good to be back.
Good to have you back.
Oh.
Where we left off, Shade and Cardia, you made it to Spring Garden. You had a bit of a wander around, checked out the village, saw how it was thriving in its in the current economic state of Fellbrush. After a meeting with the mayor, you took on a job to go slay 12 goblins.
That we did.
You had a bit of a struggle with some of them as they were using some very rude hit and run tactics. You managed to kill 11 of them. And one you have lost sight of and not found again. We come back to you at the camp. Is there anything you'd like to do?
We should probably take something back to signify that we've at least done 11/12ths of the deed. Maybe like a goblin finger or something like that.
Finger, ear, something like that. Yeah.
Might not be a terrible idea just to search the camp, see what they were raiding as well. Might have some useful supplies, information.
Sounds like a good plan. I'll help Cardio look as well.
Mhm.
So if he's doing any investigating, I can assist with the investigation if need be.
You can both roll individually, or one can roll with advantage. That's up to you.
I'm happy for Cardio to roll with advantage if he wants to.
Yeah, I can do that. So with advantage, that's a 21.
Yep. Roll me a percentile die.
Always nervous whenever percentile comes into it.
98.
Ooh.
Right. You may add 5 copper.
Yep.
7 silver.
Yep.
And 30 gold.
added? Anything else of interest, or just the money?
Just the money of interest. Most of the other stuff that you find is, makeshift tools, weaponry. There doesn't seem to be anything else vastly of interest. This sort of seems like it was just a bunch of scavenger goblins just trying to get by.
Yep. Easy.
Maybe we can take something from this tent as proof that we drove them away.
It's really only tattered clothes, bedding, as I said, makeshift weaponry and tools. Nothing really signifying. Looks like they've got the bare minimum.
All right, looks like I'm gonna have to cut off 11 index fingers or something.
Yeah, give me a... Give me 3 strength checks.
3 strength checks, okay.
Yeah.
8, 16, 17.
Mm-hmm. Well, you managed to get them all off.
Cool.
However, partway through, like, the 3rd finger, you accidentally cut yourself for 3 points of slashing.
Ow!
What did he do? Take his finger off?
More so like he was holding a hand, like he had the finger out, he's cutting it off, but he's just cut a bit too, like, at a wrong angle, and he's just nicked to the side of his hand, like the hand that was holding.
The first time he's doing something like this.
He learned from his mistake. But yes, you have managed to get 11 goblin index fingers.
Okay.
Shall we make our way back then?
Might as well.
You are able to make your way back to...
As we walk back, Shade will say to Kadir, "Thanks for reviving me back there. I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting to go down to a goblin camp."
Be honest, I wasn't expecting you to go down either, but yeah, got you in time, and that's the important part.
And I guess we're making our way back to the bulletin board?
Back
I don't really know who to report to with this.
You can ask someone.
Well, I was gonna go to the bulletin board to check for, like, wherever we found the job. If on the listing it says something like, "For reward, please report to X, Y, and Z." You know, if it says something on there, I would presume that it would say something about that on the listing itself, maybe.
It absolutely does. You took the... I believe Cardia took the bulletin.
Oh,
with you.
okay. Shade will just look to Kadir. May I see the bulletin, the notice?
I'll hand it over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
I'll have a look.
absolutely, it says just report to the town hall.
All right. Looks like we're going to the town hall. Now, is this the same building that we are probably robbing at night?
That is the same building.
Please don't
That-
tell me you are saying that out loud in character.
No. I'm saying that, like, as the town hall is, like,
Yes,
That's the one that we were already in. Yeah.
that is where you met the mayor. You are familiar with this building.
Okay. Yeah, Shade obviously is not saying that out loud. That's just me clarifying.
As you make your way back into town, you actually no, I'm gonna switch over. Amund and Secessia.
Yes.
Exist.
I thought you just said something like in German. I was like, what did you just say? You're like, I'm just, and I was like, did we just switch language?
Not German.
No, not quite.
Could you please repeat those character names just one more time?
Amund, I believe that's how you say it, right, Draza?
Armod, yeah.
Amund, yep. And Secessia.
Almond and Secessia. Okay, thank you. Almond and Secessia.
As you both are walking, you've just recently left the crater that was the arena city. You you have made your way following the path around and south to a little village known as Spring Garden. And
Right.
you are making your way to the entrance. Is there anything either of you would like to be doing at this time?
Hmm. Well, I would probably be reading some sort of book as we travel. And letting my familiar guide me while I concentrate
Yes.
on reading.
I'm just sort of admiring the sights of the civilization, or so to speak.
I'm sorry, Mr. GM, you appear to be muted.
Shouldn't be. Is that better?
Yep.
I don't remember hitting. There you go. So run that by me again, Draza.
Just enjoying the sights, civilization, as much as there is.
Well, you're not quite in the village yet, so at the moment there is no civilization except for a floating city behind you, and you're coming up on a village ahead of you. But as you make your way to the entrance of the village, you are both stopped. And where are you both from?
Well, I, for one, am from a far off land.
Okay. So you're a traveling merchant then?
Scholar, dear.
Sorry, say again.
Scholar. I'm a traveling scholar.
Okay. How can we help you?
Well, is there any interesting places around?
Not particularly. Most of them just got levitated.
Well, that could be interesting. Do we know how?
I'm sure someone does.
Is anyone looking into it?
I think most people are more worried at the moment about how we're all going to survive since it happened. Since all of our trade routes have been shut off. I think that takes priority.
Well, that is of little interest to me. What about you, Amund?
I also come from a I also come from a distant country over the ocean. The floating cities, are they normal here?
No, I imagine they're not normal anywhere.
Well, I have not seen it before.
You've only just arrived, haven't you?
In this
Hey, look,
particular
that's the
region?
accent I'm going for because I can't do a Scandinavian accent.
Yes, we are new to this region. I thought that was obvious.
Oh, it is. It is. I tell you what, if you don't have any pressing business here, there's a tavern just up the road, but outside of that, we can't really offer much unless you wanna do some odd jobs from the bulletin board.
Sustenance is something we do require. I believe for now, the tavern will do.
Well, and he sort of lets you through. Cartier and Shade, you are approaching the gates as you see the two people being let in.
What do the people look like that we see?
Well, Amund and Sesha, would you like to describe yourselves?
Would you like to go first, Amund? Let's do this in alphabetical order.
Okay. So basically, I'm a dragonborn with bronze scales, about 6'2" tall, so decently fairly tall. Red hair, green eyes. Fairly well built, very strong. And I carry a great axe and hand axes on my belt.
Okay, and the other one?
Okay, next to the giant is a small, rather lithe female who happens to have green hair and eyes and has a tan skin complexion with scales that catch the light every now and then and shine a brilliant emerald.
Okay, so both
they are-
Dragonborn.
No. I am all of 5'1".
It's all small.
This, yes, I am quite a bit shorter than you. As I said, she is lithe, but also seems to move with a deadly grace.
Okay.
And-
What is she?
Oh, would you like to make her roll? And see
Is it
that?
not like a? Isn't it not a race I recognize? Oh my goodness. Okay.
They're not that commonly known outside of their own.
All right. I'm happy to make a roll.
I'm going to
Unless the DM
interject
says
here.
otherwise.
I'm going to interject here because while you may think that they're not commonly known outside of, the librarian of the group would actually be very familiar with this particular race.
I am
So-
a UNT pure blood.
Oh, okay. Very cool. I'll look to the two like far off as we're approaching, and I'll look to Kadir. Have a look. Dragonborn or UNT?
I was about to say, and walking next to the UNT appears to be a two-headed dog.
And a little two-headed dog. Shade will continue approaching with Kadir, unless Kadir like stops for any reason.
No. Cartier's just going to raise an eyebrow and keep walking, and just we've got the bounty to hand in.
Shade is carrying a bunch of fingers.
You all head in. Amund and Sasesha, you head to the tavern. Shay, Cardia, you notice that they are heading to the same tavern that you have been staying at. And
Okay,
you are
Shade will take note
making
of
your
it.
way to the town hall.
To the town hall.
Mhm.
If there's a door, Shade will do.
If there's a
Yeah, he'll
door,
knock.
you're
There's a door.
uncertain.
It may have been broken down since we left. Something horrendous may have happened. Who knows? In a world where everything is floating up in the sky, who knows what's possible at this point?
Funnily enough, nobody answers the door because you are just expected to walk in.
We'll walk in.
You make your way inside. There's a receptionist there. And she sort
Yes,
of
hello.
looks at you.
Shade will stutter for a moment as he looks at the fingers that he's collected. We're here to turn in a bounty. I'm assuming that Kadir still has the bulletin notice, so he'll allow Kadir to present it if he so wishes.
I'll just gesture for Shade to.
All right, he'll
Yes,
put the.
Which bounty were you collecting on? Sorry.
It was this one right here, and if we have the notice, he'll hand it.
You do,
He'll
yeah.
hand it over.
Yes, the 12 goblins for 50 gold. Yes.
Yes, there was a slight mishap, which we should tell you about. We only actually managed to eradicate 11 of the 12 goblins that were there. Not because there wasn't a 12th there, but a 12th goblin did get away.
Well, that should be no big issue. I don't see any reason to worry about something so small like that. I'm sure one of the guards will probably end up coming across it anyway and dealing with it. Or if it's smart, it will have left. So we can consider this done.
Shed will nod, and he'll on the desk. He'll just kind of gently, as if he's like placing down a bunch of batteries onto the table. Here are some fingers. He will say as he.
Yeah, she'll open the bag up. She'll sort of like count through them. Yep. 11 here. Excellent. And she will hand you a pouch full of gold.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Say I was to only kill 6 of the goblins and slice off 2 fingers. I only realized this now. But if I was to slice off 2 fingers per goblin and present them as 11, can you tell that it's from a different goblin each finger? I think to me they look somewhat distinct from each other, but so do you have a way of
Yes.
how would you
Well,
what's
I
the
can
process
tell
like?
that these are all left-hand index fingers.
Okay,
Because of
sweet.
the way
How do you know that?
So there's a small bow in the finger, and she sort of like she gives you an explanation, like the
Shane will
goblin's
kind of
finger
stare at his
sort
left
of
hand
like
as she's explaining it.
the way human fingers are like kind of straight. The goblin fingers sort of bend inwards a bit.
Okay.
So the left index will bend to the right, then to the left. Sorry, to the like bend to the left. Left hand will bend to the left, then to the right. So it bends inwards. Like the bend is out, but the finger bends inwards. Same as like
Okay, yeah.
on the opposite hand, it'll be the opposite. So there is a distinct way to tell which finger it is and which hand it came from. So to have 11
cool.
distinct index fingers, it's very clear that you had to have at least taken the fingers of 11 goblins.
Okay, cool. And do we get the? Did you say that we get the full 50 gold? From
You
that?
do get the full 50 gold for it, even though you
Alright,
didn't quite complete the job.
We'll take it graciously. Thank you very much. And I'll look to Kadir. Do you want to hold on to the 50 gold, or shall I?
I can hold on to it.
Okay,
Unless
hand it
there's
over.
something you'd like to spend it on.
Not at the moment. I did look through the market. I didn't see anything worthwhile. There are some potions being sold here, but they're being sold at somewhat of a premium, so I'm not really too interested. I'd rather you hold on to it. I will look out for some armor, maybe with some specific runes though. Later on, I'll keep my eye out. And that's it. Shade has nothing else. Shall we head back to the tavern?
At least until night falls.
All right, let's walk. He'll as we walk, Shade will mention to Kadir, if by any chance you do see any armor or weapons or items of any kind that have a either cloud rune or a frost rune, please do let me know. I'm on the lookout now for those kinds of items.
I'll keep
I don't know if I have any way of showing what they look like, but when given the opportunity, Shade will.
You'd have an idea. You'd be able to draw them down, from memory.
Okay, cool.
All right. Amund and Sasesha, you've just head into the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? What's your first stop?
Food. I would go up and ask about food. Um, I don't know about Amand. We're not trained.
Armand is gonna ask if they have any mead.
We absolutely have meat and food is, and the guy'll hand you a use the sachet. Will hand you a small little menu. With just a list of different things that they've got at the moment. Yes, we have plenty of meat and yeah, plenty of food. What were you after specifically?
I would just be looking for a simple meal. I don't think you auntie have any special dietary considerations.
I don't know either. I'll be honest. But yes, no, there's plenty to choose from, just from basic stuff, whether it be meats or some breakfast items, shit like that. So
Yeah.
Easy enough to find yourself some food.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys look. We can organize that. Sorry, Amun, did you say you wanted anything else aside from meat?
Mead, bread,
Bread.
a little bit of fresh vegetables, and some preserved fish if they have it.
Yep. All in all, we can probably get that for you for, say, a silver, I think.
That seems fine.
And he, heads out the back, gets your stuff prepared, and as he's like halfway through cooking, he's like, "Oh, go, sit down. I'll bring it out to you."
Yeah, go sit down at a table. I'll be sitting there continuing to read a book.
And after a while, your food's brought out, and your drinks, and you're able to enjoy a nice meal as you read. About halfway through your meal, you notice the same people that you happen to spot coming back to the gate walk in. And Shade and Cardia, what are you up to now that you've walked into the tavern?
I think Mize is muted.
I don't know about Shade, but I'll look to him and go, "You hungry?"
Definitely after that fight.
All right, go find a table. I'll get us some food.
Okay. I'll stroll around. I'll look around. Now, the table that the other two characters have sat, are they both sitting at the same table?
One would presume so, as we are traveling companions.
Well, who knows? Maybe you had decided to sit at different tables. But I'll assume by that answer, then yes, probably they are.
Okay. Shade will walk up to their table if he sees them there. Does he? Presuming he sees them there in the tavern.
Yeah, you see him. One of the only
He'll
people
walk
left.
up to the table. I say, "Pardon the intrusion, but hello. I wanted to come say hi and inquire how you find the town. I've never seen a Dragonborn and UNT in person together." I'm Shade, by the way. Nice to meet you.
So Shia is going to just look very strangely at you. Amund, if you would, and go back to the book.
Shade will turn his head to Amunda.
Yes, please take a seat.
Yeah, this is good. I'm gonna love this voice acting. This is gonna be great.
So Shia shoots Amund a dagger through with the eyes.
Shade will kind of wave to Cartier to motion to the table that he's sitting at, and he'll pull up another chair so that Cartier has one as well if he comes back.
Yep.
Hello, thank you. That's most hospitable of you. We saw you at the gate, myself and my traveling compatriot.
Ah, yes, we came from a long way away.
We came from Sweden.
I came from long over the ocean.
Well, so what brings you to this town in particular?
I left my home seeking money and adventure.
Well, you've come at the right time. There's a lot been going on. Have you heard about what's happened around these parts? Or seen? And Shade will kind of like gesture. He hears Kadir sneeze from across the bar. Have you heard what's
Yeah,
happened?
well, yes, I think so. I've never seen floating cities before.
They're not normally floating. That's actually what myself and my compatriot are investigating somewhat.
At those words, Shia will gently put the book down on the table and look. Go on.
Well, we were here elsewhere. There's a town north of where we are currently, a bit northwest, called Fellbrush. That's where we're from. But that town, among all these others, is now floating in the sky, and we're looking into what exactly has happened. Also, side note, outside of character now, do I recognize the book that's been put down at the table?
It's a history book of nondescript nature.
Okay. If I recognize at least that much, I'll say, history buff, are you? I do like reading about history myself as well. I actually used to be a library assistant before I became an adventurer, and he'll sort of point to the hilt of his sword.
Yes. Well, I travel to find knowledge.
I admire that. What kind of knowledge do you seek?
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Also, mind my asking, what was your name again?
I had not given it.
Of course.
It is Seshia.
Seshira. Nice to meet you. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Yes.
Shed will look to the two of them. Are you two together as friends?
Amund is useful when traveling.
A subordinate?
No. But I have found him useful and a decent traveling companion.
I see. Well, if by any chance the two of you are interested in joining us on our quest, maybe we can help each other.
Figure out a mystery? Of course.
That's where we're at. As probably a little bit more we can discuss about that, but maybe not in public.
Very well.
I've been
Pick
traveling
up
with
the
my
book
friend
again.
over there, and he'll point to where Kadir is right now. And then Shade will wave.
Cardia would probably have his back to the group at the moment, as he'd be
Okay.
talking with the bartender about, what dinner options there are this evening.
In that case, scratch the wave. But he would still point.
I see.
So are you both traveling from the same place, or did you meet up somewhere along the way?
We met up some time ago.
I see.
We do not hail from the same places.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I've never heard quite a strong accent. And he'll look to Amund.
You might have noticed we don't have exactly the same accent.
It is very subtle, but I did detect a difference in the nuance of your pronunciations.
After I left my village,
Subtle
we
as a
met up
floating
somewhere along
city.
the way. I was acting as a god. People don't tend to mess with a guy with a big great axe.
That's true. You're awfully friendly for such a dragonborn of your stature, with a great axe, like you mentioned.
I find that on a normal day, I don't need to be very intimidating.
Of course. Although if you're seeking adventure, you might need to start being intimidating more often, which I'm sure will be no problem.
I'm more than capable.
Well, I look forward to discussing more of our info with you. Are you staying at the tavern tonight?
As there appears to be nowhere else to spend a night, yes.
As
I
are
do
we.
believe we should be.
At least for one more night. We're heading out in the morning. I presume. I think that's what we said last time.
Well, if you are working on a mystery, I would be inclined to join you.
Well, I would love to have the two of you. Our last two party members died.
How unfortunate.
Yes, quite. But, oh well, such is life. We must move on.
Indeed.
Time waits for no adventurer. And at this point, Shade will start, like, quizzically looking over at the bar. What
It's
is taking?
actually about this time when Cardir is making his way over to you with a bunch of food and
Ooh.
drinks.
Shade will raise his hand in the bar to make it more visible where they're sitting, unless it's small enough to just
And
see.
Cardir is bringing the food and drinks over.
I'm pretty sure he would be able to see, like,
Mm.
pretty much the only three other people in the tavern.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was
there's-
like crowded and
No.
big.
I did say you were one. They were one of the only people here. No,
okay.
there's two other people here at this time.
Yeah, but Shade's pretty hard to miss,
Mm-hmm.
both in and out of combat.
I was about to say, yeah, low AC.
And
Cut
yeah,
here.
I'll put the food in front of Shade. And
Thank you.
this town has been full of hospitality. We got another meal in the house again.
Oh, wow. That is quite nice. Kadir, I've recruited 2 new adventurers and made some friends.
There's a look that passes over Seshia's face at the mention of friends.
That's just been stapled
There's a
onto the
look
book.
that passes over Cardia's face when Shade is just like, yeah, I've just recruited these people. No asking, no,
No asking, yeah.
deliberation, just...
I just spill all of our secrets to these 2 strangers.
How nice of you to act with such haste.
I figured time was of the essence.
Hey, I found a convenient way to connect the party and advance the
Yes.
plot.
I'm like, there's an opportunity right here, right now. I'm not letting this linger like last time. I learned from the previous encounter. I'm like, okay, if there's
Let's
a
make
chance
this
to
as convenient
staple
as
everybody together, I'm
possible.
gonna do it immediately.
Yes, because you are so well known for making well-informed, intelligent decisions.
Oh no, I'm just here to make hastily,
Okay.
last minute, like poorly researched decisions.
I'm glad you have at least acknowledged that you make poor decisions.
Look, I'm not the party member here to make the good decisions. Okay, I leave that to Mahez. I'm here to. Mahez is the one making good decisions, and I'm here to undermine them very subtly.
But yes, I will just look to the others. Has Shade said much about our traveling plans?
Only that you're investigating the floating cities.
So that will be a long-term goal. Currently, we are just traveling between the villages, trying to establish communications and trade routes to make sure that the region doesn't fall into anarchy and chaos.
If we must.
Hey, very hungry. We'll chow down. Thank you for the food. Notably, out of character as well. Shade hasn't mentioned anything about their nighttime plans or any specifics about anything yet.
But yes, the eventual goal is to figure out what's happened to the cities and see if it can be reversed. But from a civil perspective, a nation, needs to keep up its trade. And as we were from the docks of the main city, the harbor master charged us with seeing what we could do to keep trade established. It's also going to give a very pointed look at Shade while saying this, basically trying to say with his eyes, and say nothing to the contrary.
I'm going to let Amand talk now, because this seems more like a more social situation, and that's not what I'm about.
It's okay, Shade is pretty talked out. He's just chowing at this point. Also, give me 1 second. I'm hearing a weird noise coming from the kitchen.
I'll wait till he comes back then. But the 3 remaining here, if you
I was gonna
could
say, I
give
promised
me
Malachi
perception
and
rolls.
Marhez haven't snuck into his house again.
I can certainly try.
No, it's just his pressure cooker about to explode. We'll see the bang from here. Perception, you said?
Perception, all 3. You 2 as well, Baronet. Perception roll.
All right.
26.
I thought that didn't go through, did it?
21.
Go through, did it?
No, I'm not seeing anything.
Does-
Well, there we go.
Oh, there
Oh,
it is.
wasn't very good.
There it is. It just came up.
Yeah, no, I tried again.
Oh, okay. And Bob?
21.
21. Okay, so 3 of you notice quite easily that there are two gentlemen come into the tavern, and they speak to the bartender for about 30 seconds. And you all notice that the bartender then hands them a letter, and they leave.
The bartender handed them a letter.
Yes.
What did the 2 gentlemen look like? Just ordinary looking individuals?
Fancier. Kind of like nobility, maybe? Hard to say.
Okay. Familiar looking nobility or no?
No. No one you've ever seen before.
Okay.
I was about to ask what about me, but I'm assuming something similar.
Mm-hmm.
I see it, but I pay no attention because it does not interest me that much.
Shade will make a mental note of it. Yeah, are there windows at this bar?
Yeah. Yep.
If Shade kind of like subtly turns around to have a look, can he see where they're going very roughly? Like which direction relative to the bar?
Given your limited knowledge of the layout of this village, in the direction that the town hall's in, but can't really give much more specific than that.
Okay. It's curious, but Shade doesn't know what to make of it.
At the very least, you can tell they're not leaving the village.
You can tell that?
Yes. Well, you know where the 2 exits to the village are, and they're not heading towards either of those.
Okay.
So I'm going to look to the to Shade and the other 2, because I haven't gotten their names yet.
Mhm.
And just after we finish our meal, it's mine and Shade's plan to get an early night because we're planning on leaving close to just after dawn tomorrow. We want to try and get through as many of the villages as we can before probably heading back towards the Fellbrush docks.
An early start is fine.
Have you guys organized rooms for the evening, or have you just got into the tavern?
We had not organized a room yet.
Give me a moment, and I'm going to step up from the table and walk over to the barkeep.
Yes. How can I help?
Don't suppose if it's too much trouble, could my associate and I get the room we had last night?
By all
And
means.
the other 2 that we were sitting with were also after a room for the night.
There's one right next door that I've still got the key for. Yes, there is. And he, grabs the keys and hands them to you.
How much for the extra room?
Look, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I know what business you're here on, and I'm happy to assist.
You are. This entire village has been too kind.
We like to help where we can.
And I'll politely, give a sort of almost bow level of nod and then head back to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll hand over the other key, and this is for the room next to ours. It has 2 beds. They do single rooms, but I find it's better to, sleep next to somebody you know. That way, if something goes wrong, you've got an ally close at hand.
A wise precaution.
Yeah, basically, Carter is going to down the mug of ale that he was halfway through, and then he's going to head up to the room.
All right.
Up to Shade whether or not they decide to follow.
Yeah, Shade will probably be finished up at this point, so he would follow as well, and could say good night to the other two. We'll see you in the morning. Good night. And he'll follow Kadir.
I mean, I see no reason for us to stay up late. I will retire to the room, read, and then sleep. Have my familiar take some guard time.
Yep. Easy enough. And
Just to
Amund?
clarify, how late in the evening is it when we head up, by the way?
So it's still afternoon at this point. Hang on. Early evening. Early evening when you're heading up. So like 7, 8-ish.
Excellent. Anyway, I'll let you deal with the others, then I'll let you know what.
But yes, Amund, what are you doing?
I'll be retiring to sleep, I guess.
Yep. Alrighty. So you make your way into your designated rooms.
Once Shade and I are in our room, I'm going to lock the door, bar the chair against it, and then just look to Shade. If we're going to do what we're planning on doing, it's best we both get our rest now at once, do what we want to do, what just what we've decided to do, and then just meet the others at dawn after we've run our investigation.
I like the sound of that. In that case, we've got no watch, but we'll both be up at the same time in 4 hours from now.
Well,
Shade.
that means when I'm going to investigate, you can just keep the sending stone on standby because nothing against you, Shade, but I don't like your chances of stealthily breaking into an upper floor of a building.
That's okay. I can remain here in that case.
Because if you stay here in the room, it also means if somebody comes by, you can just say, I went out for a late night stroll.
That's true. Okay, that's our alibi. You're out for a late night stroll, which is really not untrue.
Quite the opposite, actually.
Okay. I'll head to bed in that case.
Yep, I'm doing the same.
Night night. And he'll enter his meditative trance on top of the bed.
Okay. So, clarification. Amund, Seja, you're sleeping?
Yeah, I was about to say we have no reason to be on guard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have my familiar probably keeping some sort of a watch, but you know, it needs to sleep as well. At
We're
least I'm pretty
essentially
sure
the
it does.
tavern. We're foreigners. We
Mhm.
don't really have any reason to have to worry about people.
Okay. So I'm just quickly finishing up something. So you two are sleeping. Shade, you're sleeping now? Or you're doing your trance?
Yeah, he's sleeping
Really?
for, well, he's meditating for 4 hours. Really what?
I said sleeping.
Yeah.
Tiny got it confused.
What did Tiny think you said?
Well, Tiny thought I said sleep tiny,
Oh.
which I didn't. And when I say that, it fucking ignores me, you little cunt. It's enough,
Now it sounds like a brat.
asshole. Anyway,
I'm assuming you'd like everybody except Baronade to mute up at this point.
so I'm just getting my bearings first. You're heading out?
No, we're
You're
both doing our meditations at the same time, and then I'm headed out afterwards.
Yeah, I'm
You're-
just gonna like sit here like I'm on the over from my radio tower here in the at the other
Because we
side.
only have to rest for 4 hours in our two cases.
Yep. Okay. In that case, yes, everyone but Baronade. Please, Devin. You know, Shade, you've been a little mean to me lately.
I just want a full night's worth of rest.
And you get them. And you get to have a lovely conversation.
I'd rather just the former. Maybe we can skip the latter. What do you want?
No, no. You don't want to hear what I have to say, so very well. And you wake up.
Okay. This will not come to bite me back in the butt.
Shade,
How much misinformation is he going to provide this time?
Shade and Cartier, you may awaken as you're you've completed your rest.
Yep.
Morning.
Any insights? This
Surprisingly not. I said something to the effect of, I'd rather just have a full night's rest of sleep. And this mysterious voice said something along the lines of, so be it. And so, no new insights. Good luck.
Kate is going to see Cardia physically wince. So, before I head out, let me get this straight. This
Mhm.
person who has been feeding us not necessarily always helpful information, but relevant information.
Mhm.
You have somehow irritated, and now it's no longer being helpful.
I can't speak to their mind state to that degree. Only time will tell. Either way, I feel like I think I have very little control over this situation. Information or not, they seem to be insistent on giving it to me, regardless of whether or not I want it. I don't think
Yes, but they
my insolence will.
obviously know more about what's going on than we do. So being polite and getting whatever information we can would probably work better in your favor than being insolent.
We'll see. I haven't been very polite to this point. At all, really. If anything, I've been anything but.
And the fact that it has taken this long for them to go, you know what, I'm not telling you anything, shows more their level of patience than it does anything else.
Frankly, I don't know why they're talking to me in the first place.
Neither do I, but they obviously picked you.
For some unknown reason. Nobody would have suggested that, let's be real. Either way, I'm sure it'll be fine. When has it not been? I've got this ending stone. If you need anything, let me know. I'll be on guard. You sure you don't want me to come with you?
At this point, I am certain.
Okay, I will wait here.
And I shall wait for the GM to get back from whatever laughter fit he was having or some such.
Oh, he's going to go. Our DM has departed. I can't believe he doesn't want to be here for this.
He is currently speaking to the cat in the walls.
Oh. So how are you, Mahaz, outside of game?
He was getting snack.
Oh.
I'm doing fine.
Correct, I was getting snacks.
Welcome
and
back.
I was laughing my ass off the whole way down. Holy shit, that's funny. Thank you so much
Yes,
for just
I could
being
hear
you.
it going past you.
This is a premiere role playing.
This is golden. Thank you. I can't wait.
This reason, right? This is why Malachi invites me to these things.
Anyway, so I'm going to remove the chair,
Yep.
unlock the door,
Mm-hmm.
carefully open it, and peek out into the hallway.
It's an empty hallway.
I'll
Are you
then
alright,
slip
Cody?
out into the hall and stealthily make my way downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like a roll?
No. As you
Alright,
make
what
your
do I
way
see?
downstairs, there's nobody around. At all.
Quietly move over to the front door, open that a crack and peek out of that.
There's nobody outside that you can see immediately.
And again, stealthily slipping through the door, closing it quietly behind me, and making my way to the town hall.
Yep. Now I will get a stealth roll.
So I know that's going to be in the 20s. That's 19 on the dice. 25.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, you make your way out and you make your way out and towards the town hall. You see guards around. You manage to slip by them unnoticed.
I'm assuming at this hour of the night there's nowhere near as many as there would be during the day.
No, nowhere near. Actually, seems like there's less guards here than you would expect there to be for a normal town.
Not going to question that at the moment because I've got other things on my mind. I will, keep it in the back of my mind as a question for later.
You could probably explain it away with the fact that, if everyone here was part of the same terrorist group, then that would probably explain it, why they don't feel the need for it. But, as I said, there's less here than what would be for a normal town. Or what you would expect it to be for a normal town. But yeah, you're able to make your way to the town hall.
Now, when we've come by during the town hall's been very well guarded, hasn't it?
Yes,
Like
it
it's
has.
had the
And it
rotating
still
patrols.
is. The shark guard of 3 pairs of guards is still circling.
Is there still also the guards by the front doors that are just there permanently, or just the circling ones at the moment?
There is still the 2 by the front door.
All right. Alternate entrance time. Ducking in and around the alleyways of the buildings that surround the roadway for
Yep.
the town hall.
Yep.
I want to try and see if I can get a line of sight of an open window or something that I can possibly get to from a roof if I pull off a very masterful shot with my bow with a rope attached to it.
There are no windows open. You can see that there are upper windows, and potentially you could find one that's unlocked or unlock one. There is also a roof access to this building.
The trick is getting up to the roof without getting spotted by the guard patrols.
Correct.
Let's see what I have in my arsenal. You know what would really help that I don't think I get until I get higher level spells? Spider climb.
Isn't Spider Climb like a first or second level spell?
I believe it's a second level spell, which I don't get second level spells yet.
Hmm.
Spider climb is, yes, second level.
Second level. I was gonna say, I know it's one of the early ones.
Such a pity we don't have a druid anymore.
Oh, actually, yeah, you don't get it anyway. You're a ranger.
I thought rangers still got access to it.
Nope, sorcerer,
Rangers did
warlock,
get it.
sorcerer, warlock, wizard, druid, and artificer.
Huh. Curious.
Rangers do not get Spider Climb.
God, Rangers just got even more shit.
Hang on, is this the legacy one, or is this? Yeah, this is the legacy one. Let's see if there's a 2023, 2024 version. No, there's not. I don't think.
No, they just straight up don't get it.
They don't get it.
Oh, that's shit.
Huh. Yep.
Guess you'll have to figure out another way up. I'm gonna leave you to figure out your plan.
Yep.
Now, Amund and Sasha, you're asleep at this time.
Correct.
Shade, what are you doing?
It is waiting in the bedroom on the other side of like the line being the line between Kadir and him via the sending stone. So he's just gonna stay put. He's gotta keep an eye out as well, but he's not like leaving or anything. He's just chilling.
You hear a voice
While awake?
while awake. You know, I could have warned you about this.
Shay will not say anything verbally. Can he communicate via thoughts to this voice, or is this not a thing, like a sending?
You are gonna have to wait for that.
Okay.
As Does a 24 hit you?
Hit me? Yes, that hits me.
That hits you? Okay. You take. Now, I believe, if I remember my assassination, advantage, 'Sorry, bear with me. Because I have to do all the things.
I am worried.
Oh, you should be. You definitely should be. So what did I say? 24 to hit. Yep. And you take. I just got to see if that's and it is a critical. Um. One additional damage. Okay, so you take. That. $15 plus. Oh. Take 32
Ooh, points of damage.
points of piercing damage
Okay.
as a dart embeds itself into your shoulder.
Can I tell where it came from?
You can. Came from the roof. As you see a hatch that has opened up and a figure hiding in the roof.
What the hell?
Please roll initiative.
Okay. Well, you know what? In a way, it's good that Kadir isn't here. It's also bad that he's in here. 21.
21?
Yeah.
Now. That, so it will be 11. You may go first.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. Let me think about what I'm doing for a second because we're in a sticky situation.
Just a touch.
Yeah. I will start off with a bonus action second wind. Which
Mhm.
will let me regain 1d10 plus 4 HP. So I need that. We crit low rolled on that. That's great. It's a good start. So I'm only getting 5 HP from that.
Harsh.
Okay. Not very good.
Very harsh.
All right. Then I'm going to use my action to attempt to hit with my adamantine greatsword. So I'm going to roll to hit him. Oh, wow. That's another nat one. Okay. That's a 4 to hit. That's a 4 hit. This figure in the ceiling.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, because he's up on the roof, remember?
Yeah, but like, surely like my sword can just kind of slash up. Is he like way up inside of it?
Oh, the roof's probably 5 foot high. It's a 10-foot room, so you're still just outside of range.
Right. So I'm more than 5 feet away.
You're
from this
more than
figure,
5 feet
is what
away,
you're-
yes.
Okay. Do I have any way to get closer?
You could climb up on something, or you can head outside and try to evade him.
Okay. Can I move into a position somewhere in the room where I can't be seen through the hatch? I'm gonna hide under the bed.
That is something you can do.
And that's my turn. That's all I can do right now. I'm not gonna take another swing right now.
You hear a voice in your head again. You know, well, this was an interesting choice.
Choice is a word
Mm.
that I wouldn't use.
Well, hiding under the bed, that's certainly a choice.
Go away.
Very well. And away he will go. Let's see. The assassin is going to... Yeah. You hear a
to attempt
creak.
to murderize him.
You hear a creak and then nothing.
Where do I hear the creak?
In the roof.
Oh, just in the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's it?
That's it. Tis your turn.
He will hold an action. Well, specifically, I want to hold a kind of crazy action if I can,
Mhm.
but you'll have to let me know if I can roleplay this out.
Mm-hmm.
But only insofar as like we remain in initiative, I guess, because I don't know how long they'll last. Since he's under the bed, he can see the, the line of sight around it. So if he sees anything move, any footsteps or anything like that, aside from the door opening, so the door opening will not count towards initiating this action. This is just like a figure appears in the room and didn't come through the door, because I don't want to accidentally kill like room service. Okay, just putting that out there. I will hold my bonus action to turn into Giant's Might.
Mm-hmm.
And when that happens, I want it to like become big and squish with the bed
Okay.
like a mousetrap. Until well, we're in initiative, I guess. If nothing happens, then he just won't do anything.
Yep. Is that...
Now, also, I have a question for the sending stones.
Yep.
To use them in initiative, is that an action, or can I use that as a bonus action?
We've had this discussion before, I believe.
I don't remember what the
I
outcome of that was.
believe I allowed it as a bonus action.
Okay. Now, since I'm holding Giant's Might, that is a bonus action. Does that mean I can't do it this?
You
Can I
can't.
do
No,
it as an
that's
action?
correct because your bonus action. I mean, you can do it, but you will not be able to. Actually,
No,
yeah, no, you can do it, but you won't be able to hold your bonus action.
no, he'll hold his bonus action, and then
Yep.
we'll just wait till next turn.
Okay. I need a perception roll from the Death Dog.
Do, 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 do. Ooh, I have advantage on those. First one is 23,
Mm-hmm.
and the second one is 15, so 23.
What's the max that it could have rolled?
25.
Okay, yeah, no, okay, so I did need the roll. The Death Dog does not notice, however. Which means this will be a surprise attack. Does a 22 hit the Death Dog?
Yes.
Okay. Because this is a surprise attack, this is a critical. Which means it will be 3d4 plus 6 plus 4d6.
What a night to just choose to go on a stroll through the city. Miss out on all the fun stuff.
Leisurely stroll. I like this idea of
Eight.
Cuddy's out in the town. He's like,
11,
man, these guys get
12.
to they get to chill. I'm here out in the nighttime. It cut to us fighting for our lives now. Ooh.
How much damage?
I'm not done yet. 36 points of piercing damage.
Okay,
It's
I just
still
show his
alive.
blood.
Sorry,
It's a live one.
30. So 4, 8. 17 is piercing. The rest is just damage, unnegatable.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, which is, let me just see. Okay. And he is going to... hide again. Your death dog may now roll initiative. But your death dog does not know the location of the attacker outside of it came from above.
Yep. Okay, well, initiative is 16.
Yep. Where's the fucking button for it? There it is. Actually, that won't matter anyway. I'll just write it down. Shade, what was your initiative? Do you remember?
I think I
Oh,
don't have to
21.
remember because it should.
Yeah, it's up
Yeah,
there.
it's
Yeah,
just nice part of digital rolls.
yeah.
7
Yes,
archive.
it is.
How have I got 2 nat 1s after that? That's ridiculous.
Okay, notepad it is then. What did the dog get?
16.
16? That's right.
Yep.
And
14 on the dice.
okay. Now, your death dog is able to communicate with you telepathically.
Yep.
So if it warns you, please roll initiative.
Oh, it would.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You awaken halfway through your sleep then, as your death dog has been attacked. And you may also roll
Yep.
initiative.
So 13 for mine.
13. Alright. In that case, we hit top of the round, which is Shade. Nothing has
Okay.
come into your room. However, you hear a scuffle next door.
I hear a scuffle next door. Okay. He will not. Well, actually, all I'm gonna do this turn, and maybe for like the next turn as well, depending on how this goes. I'm gonna use my bonus action this time. I'm not gonna do anything with sending stones yet, but I will use second wind again to give myself another 1d10 plus 4 HP. So I'll regain another 8.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna remain under the bed. He's gonna do this probably one more time next turn. That's it. He's under the bed still, for now.
Howard.
Mm-hmm.
He needs the heal. I almost died earlier.
Alright.
When you said next door, you mean like next door? Shay can tell what room that's coming from.
Oh yes, yes, it's very close to you, and you are aware of who's in the room next door as well.
Okay.
Is your new friends.
He's keeping his same bonus action held for now while he's under here.
Amund.
There is much barking. Or whatever noise the dog makes.
What does the dog say?
No.
Mund, does a 23 hit you?
Oh my god. Yes.
As it had not been specified that you were woken from your slumber. Oh, okay. That's gonna be that.
Actually, danger sense does not help me here.
What's that, sorry?
Unfortunately, danger sense does not work here.
No.
No.
No. No, these are not dex saving throws.
It's a bit weird. Danger sense works very differently in 5th edition in 2024.
Yeah, it's the same with a lot of things. It's the same with the assassinate.
I think
20.
in earlier versions it actually helped with that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of the new rules.
Yeah, I mean, look, the feature's fine in the context of the way that this particular version of the game works.
A dart hits you and you are awoken. You take 38 points of damage.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ!
By the way, the darts are only a d4 plus 3.
How? What?
So,
Criticals from Assassinate.
assassinate. And assassinate
Oh
and the
my
piercer
God.
feat.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Brutal. But there is a note attached to your dart. And you
He's
hear
gonna be alive to read it.
you hear running in the ceiling.
Oh, I still have hit points.
That vanishes very quickly into nothing.
What?
You hear a sound, but then it's like all of a sudden you hear nothing from the ceiling.
Okay.
You have no idea who attacked you or where they are now.
The hell that was. They better run.
Oh yes, Muttley. It's okay. Be quiet. Patting my death dog.
That dog is in pain.
Oh, it is in extreme pain. It's going to need, like, a long rest and possibly some healing of a sort.
But yes, You are able to... Is there anything you guys are doing?
I would check on Amund and then maybe across the hall.
Are we out of initiative?
You are out of initiative at this point.
Okay. Shed will heal himself one more time with second wind. He'll creep out from under the bed.
Amund, would you please check on the others?
But it is bleeding a lot.
I am not a healer.
Um, yeah. All right then.
Shade will go to check in on the others.
Mm-hmm. You're able to head out and head to the room next door.
Is it a case of like door closed? He'll knock on the door.
The door is closed. Sashi and Mund, you hear a knock at the door.
It's Shade. Are you alright? I've been attacked.
Amund, would you get the door?
Yeah. I just kind of stand up, just wordlessly get the door. Absolutely nothing to say right now. Just fuming.
Are you alright? You seem to have been attacked as well. Noting the blood.
I seem more concerned with my dog.
They hit a particularly sensitive pot.
I don't know what this means. Kadir went out for a nighttime stroll, so he managed to avoid the attack. I'll wait for him to... Well... I have a way of contacting him. I have this sending stone that I can use to send
I do believe
messages.
there's a note pinned to someone's chest.
Oh? What?
Yes.
Pray tell, what note?
As Amund has opened the door, you can see the note that is still attached to his chest, pinned
Shade asks,
by
was
the
that
dart.
a name tag? What is that?
It is growing ever increasingly covered in blood.
I'm gonna take it off of him. Like, off of his
Okay.
chest if it's pinned to him and if it's getting covered in blood.
It is. It is. The dart that hit him is what's pinning it there.
Do you mind if I... And he'll just like... take the note.
He was too agitated to even care to freaking look.
Shade will open it, as if he's a scribe, like, delivering a message. What does it say?
That depends.
Are you reading it out loud?
Do you read Elvish?
Actually, no. He'll turn around. Oh, wait.
What have a problem with me?
I'm an elf, but I don't read Elvish? How does that work?
Makes sense.
Because when you chose your languages, you didn't choose Elvish.
There you go. For some reason, I thought that would have been default. Guess not.
It's not.
I can't read this. And he'll hand it back.
I think under
Yeah,
common
2024 edition is weird.
shares the same alphabet.
I'm telling you now, if you do not speak Elvish, you cannot read it.
I also do not speak Elvish.
Nope.
It could be lots of languages, but not Elvish.
I
was gonna say, I know at least one member of the party
Hmm.
speaks Elvish. I wouldn't have
quarter of
chosen the
us-
language had there not been somebody who
I would assume
speaks the
Gazere
language.
does.
We may have to wait to get this read.
Very well.
I'd have been able to read it if it was Dwarvish or Draconic.
Okay. Shade will take the sending stone out at this point, making sure to check that the door is closed, and he'll whisper into the sending stone. Kadir, no need to reply right now. We've been attacked, all three of us, by an assassin in the ceiling. They've left behind a note, which I presume is written in Elvish. Stay safe out there.
And we cut to me currently trying to figure out how to get into a building and
Meanwhile,
sending.
Mm-hmm.
you have mail.
And we will head back to Cardia. Have you figured out how to get into the building yet?
I don't have mail. I'm completely unarmored.
So I have a plan. Just not 100% sure it's a good plan.
Those are the best kind.
I'm waiting with bated breath.
You would know.
So
Actually, yeah, you are not the one who can say that.
No, I'm an expert in poorly thought out plans.
You are- I know, but you are not
you know
the one who
what?
can
I will give.
judge. You are, but you cannot judge for them.
So I'm going to carefully carefully and quietly climb the roof of one of the buildings near the town hall.
Aha.
I'm going to see if I can lodge a rope up onto the roof of the town hall, and then when there's a break in the patrol of guards, swing across and climb up the rope. So that way I'm not starting from the ground floor. Hopefully I'm already starting a little bit above them and can, pull the rope up with me as I'm going up, so that way there isn't just a rope dangling down the bottom, wiggling, going, "Hi, I'm over here." Does that all make sense?
I hear what you're saying. Hmm.
Just basically I'll try and lodge the arrow in the eaves of the roof.
No,
if that makes sense.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I'm working out whether you can do it or not.
I imagine it'd be several rolls.
All right, we're gonna do it like this. Because we're gonna do it like this.
Oh, what do you know? A special guest on my end of things.
Oh my goodness, hello.
Okay. What's your statue? It's going to be an athletics roll.
Mm-hmm.
You need a 19 or a 20. Given that the road is further than the height of that differential, you're ultimately avoiding hitting the ground. Good luck.
Better plan, but
Okay.
still a roof on the same plan, but instead of swinging across, tying the other end of the rope to an anchor point on the house and then shimmying up the rope.
That will be a much easier roll.
All right.
Much.
We have a plan.
Yes,
I'm excited.
yeah.
So you will need 2 rolls for this one.
Yep.
I need
One of them, I'm assuming, is an attack roll.
correct, 3 rolls actually. We will start with an attack roll.
$17 on the dice plus 7
24.
is 22. Wait,
24.
24, yes. Sorry.
So yeah, it's a building. You hit it, and it does lodge in. Thankfully enough.
All
Your
right, what's
second
my
roll?
next roll?
I need a sleight of hand check.
$23.
Mm-hmm. And an athletics check, please, to climb across.
Could I argue acrobatics?
No.
All right.
No. Because you are going to be shimmying across, you're going to need your muscle strength to actually pull yourself across it.
18.
18?
Yep.
That will just get you across. And for clarification, I should have said there is one way you could have argued for acrobatics, but that would only have been if you wanted to tightrope walk across, which would have been a much, much harder check.
That is fair.
Mm.
But yeah. Once I'm up on the roof, I'm going to head for the hatchway and give it a try.
Yep. So there's a small hatch that you can get down to a ladder that leads to a small stairwell, which leads to the top floor of the town hall.
And stealthily head towards the mayor's office. Well, actually, look round first to see if there's any guards inside the building.
There is only one that you can see, and they are patrolling the bottom floor.
All right. At that point, I'm going to slip into the mayor's office.
Yep, roll me stealth.
22.
That's enough. You are able to head into the mayor's office.
Is there anybody inside the mayor's office? Obvious first question.
There is not. You enter the room, and there is the door to your left, and the door you just came in. The desk, small table and couch setting that's there, and the bookshelf, as well as the windows behind the mayor's desk.
All right. I'm going to hate it if that's what she meant, but
Oh,
just the idea popped into my head. Well, depending on the way you use it, a window can be a door.
Not false.
But no. I'm going to go over and investigate the bookshelf.
how would you like to investigate the bookshelf?
So first things first is I'm going to check around the edges for it, see if it, moves freely or if it looks like there's anything behind it, yada yada yada.
It can be moved.
Also look for scrape marks on the floor or anything to see, whether or not it gets moved frequently.
There are no scrape marks.
I mean, that's an obvious question I'm overlooking. If I feel the bottom of the bookshelf, does it actually touch the ground?
It does.
Thought I'd just check that bit before going on to my next search. What kind of books does the mayor have in his bookshelf? Like anything on the titles of the spines? Anything that looks out of place?
Several history books. A couple of business management books. Some basic finance guides, things like that. Nothing that seem out of the ordinary for a mayor's office.
All right. So for now, assuming that this apparent third door has nothing to do with the bookshelf, because I've basically gone over most of the ways of mechanisms of hiding a secret door in it, at least that I know of. I'm going to... one of the others he pointed out, there could be a trapdoor under the rug or some such, I believe.
That is another one that he pointed out. There is a rug with a coffee table and parts of 2 couches sitting on it.
I'm going to give the rug all of a few moments thought. There's nowhere where you could really lift up and fold the rug without having to move all the furniture, is there?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. What was the other one he pointed out? So I remember the bookshelf and the rug, but there was a third one.
There was. I remember it. I will allow you to roll history.
Uh, 15. That's on the dice. I don't think I get much of a bonus.
17 total.
17.
The last one he mentioned was under the desk.
That's right. So I'll go around the other side of the desk and check that. Look on the underside, look for buttons or hidden triggers.
Roll me investigation.
21.
There is no sign that there was ever a trapdoor attached to this.
Jade will speak through the sending stone. So I've had a friend contact me again. Are you really looking at all the places that the mayor suggested? I don't think he would be so silly as to give away his hiding spot if there is one.
Then back through the sending stone, unless he was so confident that we'd either A, never be able to get in here, or B, never be able to find it, that he was like, here, I'll give you all the options. How are you doing, by the way?
A little nervous, but hanging in there. It seems like Mr. Mysterious Voice is still interested in giving hints.
Well, try not to offend them this time.
I'll keep it in mind. How is your search going?
It would be going faster if I didn't have to constantly reply to you.
Good luck.
I came into the mayor building from a hatch in the roof, right?
Mm-hmm.
I look up at the ceiling, paying careful attention for any, like, ceiling panels that look like they are in one group, or
There is nothing that indicates anything like that.
okay, what else is there? Does this room have a fireplace?
It does not.
Like a hearth?
No.
Okay. Any wall hangings, any kind of drapery?
Couple of small photos, but
Nothing you could
that
hide a door.
Nothing you're hiding a door behind.
What can you see out the window?
Street. Few buildings.
If I look down, the guards occasionally going past.
Yep.
Right. going to pull out the sending stone. So, Shade, unless I start pulling apart the masonry, I'm pretty sure your friend is either misinformed or the door is something that can't be accessed via mundane means.
Shade will reply back. Now you understand why I'm not polite to this guy. Shade doesn't have any extra info.
Well, could you possibly try and extend the courtesy of being polite to them next time they try and contact you, so that way they could give us something more?
You know what? I like the sound of that. I'll try it.
Meanwhile, I'm basically going to spend the time until Shade next messages me, or until I hear,
Shade will
noises.
in the room that he's in, he will kind of toss his arms to the sky. Oh, voice that presides in my head, please tell me so that he doesn't waste his time. If there even is a door for him to find, I beg of you. I apologize for being rude earlier. And he'll wait to see if anything contacts him this time.
How sincere is your
I'm not
apology?
there. I'm not gonna.
What?
This is DM asking. How sincere is your apology?
It is. It's sincere. It's just exasperated. As in, like, fine, that sort of thing. But he's not being sarcastic.
Okay. If everyone except for Baronade could once again deafen for me.
Why must you do this? Why?
Because I can.
You like toying with me like a puppet master.
Well, I suppose it's a start.
Hello again. Kadir can't find the third door.
I see that.
And he's asked me to be gracious and kind and polite with you. And so I will do so.
But what do you want? You don't seem to want my company, and I don't wish to force it upon you.
I am not so much concerned about that. And you know what? I apologize if you felt unwelcomed earlier. In fact, to be perfectly honest, we need all the help that we can get. So if you are a force for good, then I'm sorry for doubting that. But Kadir is over there, in the mayor's office right now,
I know. I've
acting
been
according
watching.
to your will. You've been watching.
I have been. It's been...
Well, I guess you must have been to send me that
Cute.
message earlier.
It's been cute watching him flounder about. But I think this is where we need to get serious.
I agree.
I will help you. I will tell you exactly what to check.
Okay.
On one condition.
Name your condition.
A deal.
Name the deal.
You work for me. In return, I will grant you power and assistance to continue your investigations and the odd little hint, as I have been providing all this time for free. And in return, when I ask you for a favor, you will do it for me.
You've got yourself a deal.
Excellent.
Now, where is that third door?
Behind the second door. There's a small
Okay.
button at the bottom of the handle. The mayor, if you were paying attention, was covering it up with his body. There's a small button that, once pressed, will open a secondary room.
Okay. Button on the handle of the second door. Got it. Thank you.
And as you awaken out of your trance, a glowing purple mark appears on your lower arm.
Okay.
A chain link.
I hope it looks cool.
A chain link that wraps around in a spiral, leading to a small figurehead, which I will send you a sketch of later.
Okay, cool. Oh my god. Okay.
I'll wait for everybody to get back.
Draz is always the last one.
Draza is always the last one. Draza's not paying attention. That's okay.
Okay, Shade will pull out the
wave at
he'll
him.
pull out the sending stone and whisper into it in a quiet tone. This, I mean, the two fellows here in the same room would also hear everything that's going on.
Mhm.
As far as the communication between Kadir and between Shade, what Shade will say, on the handle of the second door, there's a small button that the mayor was hiding with his body earlier. If you are to press it, there should be a secret room that opens. I also have more to tell you later, but I'll keep this brief for now.
Understood. I'll let you know what I find, and I'll wonder. I'm assuming by second door, he's talking about the storeroom door.
That seems to be
Oh.
the. I'm sorry.
There's only one way to find out. I wander over and look for a button.
Sure enough, underneath the handle of the storage room door, there is a small button that looks like it presses up into the mechanism. That might.
Okay, I will press that and then twist and open the door.
And half the wall opens up as you pull, and the chamber, you see the room where the storeroom is moving with the rest of the door as this huge door opens up, and behind you see a large extra room.
Huh. Go figure. What's in the room?
Well, in this room, you see a workbench, which looks like it has weaponry galore. You see tables full of maps, plans, borderline an armory, a hidden armory.
Right. Going to do two things in quick order.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is grab anything related to the maps or plans.
Yep.
I'm assuming there's like stacks of each.
They're sort of just sprawled out everywhere. Like somebody was actively looking at all of them very recently. As you go around, you can see one that you've seen before, one that has the markings of all the bomb attacks in the Grand City, one that has specific like X's on each, like one of the like World City, and it shows like specific X's in each of the 5 cities. You see documents sprawled out everywhere, mostly pertaining to the plans that have already passed.
Right. Being a mayor, or at least having the facade of mayor, there were a whole heap of blank sheets of paper on his desk, right?
There's there is paper that like spare bits of paper for note taking, if that's what you're referring to.
That's exactly what I was referring to, because I'm going to grab them and hastily take notes of anything I think might be of import.
Okay.
Because I then realized, because I have realized that grabbing the plans might give away the fact that we'd been here.
Fair enough. You are able to ascertain with this grab the location of every single machine in each city. Furthermore, there is one extra note that you find. Most of the stuff you find is older stuff. But there's one specific note you find, which will come in handy to you, and I will finish it now, and I will come and hand it to you in a moment.
Yep. All right. On for thing number 2 I was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
You said there was a veritable armory here.
Yes. Well, not so much a veritable armory, but like an armory that's also got a workbench where he's been working on something.
This probably goes against better judgment, but I'm going to look over the workbench and the armory while casting Detect Magic.
There is absolutely magic here. Let me just pull up the spell so that I can see myself what it actually does. See a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears the magic. And in effect, you learn the School of Magic. Okay. So, you won't learn Schools of Magic here.
Yep.
As they are, like, enchanted items. I guess enchantment probably would count. But yes, there are 3 magical weapons here. One of which is on the workbench currently.
How big are these magical weapons?
You have some are big, some are small. So you've got a dagger.
Yep.
Off to the side. You have a where is it? You have a longbow off to the side.
Yep.
And on the workbench, yep, is a great axe.
Oh. The great axe being a bit bulky and cumbersome. And I'm also assuming it doesn't quite look like it's finished. I may be wrong.
You are wrong in that instance. It does look like it's finished.
All right, in which case I grab the longbow, string it, and put it across my back.
Mm-hmm.
Clip the dagger on my belt.
Mm-hmm.
Grab the great axe and shut the hidden compartment.
Okay.
I'm then going to carefully sneak out of the room.
Yep. Roll me stealth.
Head back. 22 again. And ow, I just ran over my foot with my own chair.
Good job, dickhead.
Careful.
You are able to make it out.
Yep. I head back up to the roof.
Yep.
And I'm going to go back down the rope.
Mm-hmm.
I will then look at the arrow embedded in the roof, look at everything going on, and I'm
Before
just
that-
going to leave.
I'm gonna need an athletics check to get back across the rope.
Easy. $19.
Yep, that'll be fine. Yep.
And yeah, I'll spend a few minutes looking at the rope and the arrow and then going, if I yoink it out, there's a better chance it'll land on the ground than, come back to me. Yeah, I'll climb down off the roof and stealthily make my way back to the inn.
Okay. You just leaving the arrow there?
I could try and retrieve it, but again, I run the risk of alerting the guards at that point.
You do. You do. But that's up to you.
Odds I leave it there, evens I take it, because I'm 50-50 on whether I do it as well. Wait, do you have the coin?
Do I have the... I ask me a more insulting question, please. I beg of you. Do I have the coin?
Are you ready to flip the coin?
I'm always ready to flip the coin.
Heads, I retrieve it. Tails, I leave it.
Okay. My chat can see that I have not altered this in any way. I still have not altered this at any way. I will attempt to rotate it in a way where you can see that that is a head. So for clarification, oh, where is it? So that is the side it landed on. Where is it? There's a head.
All right, I'm
As
trying to
opposed
retrieve
to-
the arrow.
The tails. Confirm not altered, thank you. Good luck retrieving your arrow.
So would this be another athletics check to pull the rope and try and get the arrow clear across back over to this roof where I can catch
That
it?
is flat strength.
That's 19 on the dice plus 2. 21.
You pull it out. Give me a... No, you pull it out. It falls short. You hear it hit the side of the building that you're on. Make me a dexterity save.
That's a nat 20.
That's fine
For a
because
total of 26.
the two guards walking past rolled sub 10 on their perception. They didn't
Yeah, these
see
guys are slacking off on their
shit.
jobs.
They didn't fucking notice shit. So you are able to, like, rip that fucking thing back up and over before anybody has any clue what happened. You have retrieved your arrow and your rope.
So before I climb off the roof and head back, after seeing the guards just wander by completely oblivious, I am going to offer up a silent prayer of thanks, basically to anybody who was watching. Thank you. And then climb down the roof and stealthily make my way back to the inn while carrying a great axe. Would you like that stealth roll?
Barney, did you understand the message I just sent you? Because I sent it weird. The brackets is who it's from.
Oh, okay. Now I understand it.
Yes,
I
I
wasn't 100%
realized
sure.
when I wrote it up, like, wait, I've wrote this really fucking weird. Sorry, and now you're making a stealth roll, Baron, Mahaz? Kadia?
I'll also
I'm
stealth.
assuming you would like one.
Yes, please. Yes, to get out of where you are, absolutely, if you're trying not to be seen.
21.
Easy enough. Because as I said, they're apparently not paying attention.
At this point, Cutter would hear another sending coming from Shade. You're welcome from the both of us.
You know what? Most nights he'd go, yeah, Tonight he's just going to accept it.
Now, we're going to time travel a little bit. Back to Shade, Amund, and Secession. Amund, Secession, you've seen Shade go into a bit of a trance. After which, his left wrist and lower arm begins glowing with a purple chain wrapping around it. And the purple chain, while no longer glowing, becomes a permanent feature of his arm.
Knowledge Arcana to know what the hell's going on.
I'm seeing a lot of new things today.
You can maybe figure it out. Give me an Arcana check. We'll see how you go.
24.
24?
Yep.
It looks like something has given him a mark. Like something more powerful has given him a mark. But it's hard to say what the mark's meaning is or what it entails.
Righto.
On an unrelated note, can I get that note?
You can, when I'm done with it.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so he's done that. Cool.
Mhm.
I have thoughts about it yet, but I'm not voicing said thoughts.
Okay. But yes, is there anything you wish to do as you brush off your brief moment of potential death that you were spared from? That's to the three of you.
Yeah, so for the moment, I would be keeping watch while trying to make sure Muttley's resting to heal up. Because he got hurt. He got hurt bad. So, I have a question. If I... No, wait, I have to wait 24 hours between that. Never mind. Doing the Find Familiar as the ritual, I have to wait 24 hours between him dying and getting a new one.
Wait, what?
Because in certain games and things, you could re-summon your familiar to completely heal it, but yeah,
You
I don't think it
you
works that
can.
way this way.
Yeah, absolutely it does. But
Okay.
you would need to cast the spell. So
I can do it as a ritual.
yes, that's fine, but like that, what I'm saying is like it'll take you, if you do, okay, so if you do it as a ritual, it'll take you an hour and 10 minutes
Yeah.
to do the ritual. But yes, no, you absolutely can. I believe it says uh oh, okay, sorry, no, you can't dismiss it. You can temporarily dismiss it.
Yeah.
Oh no. Alternatively, you can dismiss it forever. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you can dismiss it. And allow it to, and like resummon it. That would allow it to be fully healed. I would no, yeah, no, that should be a non-issue.
All right. Well, if that's the case, that's what I'll be doing.
Yep.
Just so Muttley's back up at full health.
Yep.
Now I'm just using its average HP. Do you want me to just stay with that or
Yes.
do a roll?
No,
Okay,
average.
cool. No worries.
However, yep. Alrighty. It's about.
That's just the stat block I'm using. I sent you.
I was gonna say I know what stat block I've got, which is the exact same one. Yeah, it's the exact same one.
Cool.
Yep. It's just the one on D&D Beyond, right?
No, mine's through 5th SRD because that's
but
really
it's
good for druids.
Yeah, no, but it's the same stat block. That's my point.
Looks like it.
Yeah, compare them. They're exactly the same.
Okay.
Yep. Alrighty. But yes, Cartier, it doesn't take you too long to get back to the tavern. You are able to make your way back in and back up to the rooms. You head back to your room.
At first, but I'm assuming I find that empty.
Mm-hmm. You do. You do.
So I'll go to the room next door and knock.
Kate will whisper into the sending stone. Is that you at the door?
That's my room.
I will say gently through the door, no, it's room service.
It's Kadir.
Baronet, before we go ahead, just one real quick thing.
Yeah.
The
Oh.
message I sent you.
He will not.
Okay, cool. That's all I need to know. Yeah, so you open the door. Cardia, the door is opened for you, and you are able to make your way inside.
Yes, carrying a giant great axe, 2 bows across his back.
Mm-hmm.
Can
I see you've come back with some treasure.
I did a little bit of late night shopping. I couldn't help myself.
Well, that's fruitful. Here, have a look at this. And Shade will hand over the elven note. Embarrassingly, I can't read it.
Mahez, that is the note that you got from the mayor's office. And the note that you are handed is written in Elvish.
Funny thing that.
Mm. And you can read it.
Takes...
And that note...
Here is the last will and... Oh, sorry, wrong. Sorry.
That note says... I have to remember what I said it said. We know your true goals. You cannot stop us. Cease your investigation or die.
Is it good news?
Depends on the way you look at it. And I'll look at again, the 2 characters whose names I haven't been given. How did you 2 feel about an early start?
I mean, we're already awake.
Excellent. By the way, does anybody know how to use one of these and gesture to the great axe that I'm holding?
You might say I'm quite proficient in them.
Perfect.
Here, catch.
Do not
Straight
throw the
axe.
axe! Oh my god!
Watch.
You're not throwing the axe, surely.
I'm literally throwing it to you with the blade pointed towards me.
The axe has been thrown.
Because I'm just saying, like, if you throw the axe at me, there is a chance you would kill me.
Oh yeah, by the way, yes, you threw it at the guy who is completely drenched in blood right now. And looks horrendous.
I have no idea whose blood it is.
That's a funny comment, actually.
But yes, I'm basically throwing it to him handle first with the blade.
This can only go well.
Swear to God.
And I'm the reckless one in this party.
Okay, So, Amund.
Yep. Yes.
Bear with me.
Okay.
If you would refresh your stat sheet.
Refresh my page, or
Mm-hmm.
okay. Okay.
That is your great axe. Now, who's getting the bow and who's getting the dagger?
Oh, is Kadir not keeping the bow for
I
themselves?
don't know. That's why I'm asking. So I know who to add it to.
Oh, that's different. Okay.
Honestly, the bow and dagger I was thinking about holding on to for now, because one, I don't know who can use them, and two,
That is
because I've at least seen him walking around with his original axe, correct?
yes.
Oh, that's really good.
I can use, out of the items that you have, I think the only one that I can actually do anything interesting with is the longbow.
Whereas I'd only be able to use the dagger. Use a longbow.
Just.
The longbow doesn't happen to have any runes on it, does it?
I think technically both do that are across my shoulders at the moment.
Don't you have the ability to inscribe the rune yourself?
Do I? I don't know how if I do or not.
Let me just check. I actually
thought
think
that
you
was
do.
how that worked. I thought that was how that worked.
Yeah. Rune carver. Yeah, you absolutely can. Yeah, you
shit.
know those runes, so you can inscribe those runes. I'm with you now. I was confused when you sent that to me as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. In that
Yeah.
case, anything that Shade has said about like looking out for things with runes on them, scratch that from the record because that was my player handling of my character misunderstanding of how that worked.
That's
If I can
I
just
mean,
carve them.
they could still have runes on them. Like that's entirely possible.
True, but if he can
Anyway.
if he can carve them into his own stuff, he wouldn't be looking out for specifically buying things that have them.
We'll sort out the rest of my shopping spree later. For now, I think we should get out of town.
I like the sound of that. And Shade will kind of like scratch his forehead as you say that with his left wrist. Malachi, which wrist is it?
left.
With his left wrist, and at that point, Carter, you will see for the first time a pattern on his wrist, almost like a magical tattoo. Is that I'm understanding it, like a chain link around his wrist?
Yes, so it's like a purple chain sort of tattooed around his wrist, and it leads up into a figurehead, which I haven't quite specified yet.
Okay.
Mostly
notice
because
this is
this is
definitely a
not
new
something that I
edition.
was expecting to. This is not something I was expecting to happen, so I didn't have it ready.
All good.
As another question,
Mhm.
the little note I found while I was away on my shopping trip, as it were.
Yep.
Would I happen to know exactly which it is referencing? If that makes sense without giving too much away.
No. This is not a name that you've heard before. So
Okay.
it could be referencing one that you are aware of but know by a different name. Or it could be referencing something new that you've never found.
Got it. Just thought I'd check. Always good. It's always good to be informed. But anyway, as for the other items I discovered, we'll deal with those later. We should get out of town for now.
Let's head out.
And Carter, if you would refresh your character sheet. I want to allow him to process what he...
Oh! Okay. Again, we'll handle that later. Getting out of town first.
Yep. Okay. Now, you are able to head out and head down unnoticed. Are you going to attempt to sneak out of town, or are you just going to go out and leave?
Oh, I'm advising the others, and I'm going to try myself, exiting the town with as much stealth and grace as we can muster.
Okay, Shade will unequip his chainmail. He will instead equip some slightly worse, but nevertheless, armor that he has some light leather armor.
All right.
Are we rolling stealth, or are we just stealthing by default or something?
You will be rolling. Just making sure, is everybody going along with this? Because I've only heard from 2 of you at the
Oh yeah.
moment. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. No, I'll
Okay.
go along with that.
Cool. Yep. So you make your way down. As I said, you make your way down to the bar. There's nobody around inside this building. Everybody give me a stealth roll. Your first stealth roll.
15.
6.
How bad can it be?
And we're off.
18.
Mm-hmm.
Let me work out how to stealth. There we go.
Carter, you had 18.
Yep.
Draza had 13. Bob, what did you have?
15.
15. Let me just quickly. Okay. You guys got fucking lucky for the first stretch. I need one more stealth roll from everyone, please.
But we could do with a bit of luck.
One more stealth roll.
7.
Cardia and Secession.
26.
13.
Than that 20. And I'm praying.
So you don't have Pass Without Trace.
Me?
No, you don't have it, do you?
No. Not yet.
Fair enough. Or is that level 2 spell?
Um,
Yep, it's a second level spell.
Okay, that adds up.
there you go. Okay, what did I have? I had that, and unfortunately, you're not as lucky the second time around, as you are spotted by some
Damn
guards.
Cardia.
Did
Blaming
you?
Cardia.
Okay, I was gonna say, did you just say, damn it, Cardia?
Yep. I'm blaming
Okay,
Cardia. Even though he did the best. I'm
I was
still
gonna
blaming
say, he's the only one that got over the average of your party. Single-handedly dragged
Pretty
your
sure
average
I'm-
up.
Insane.
But it was not enough. As you are all spotted, the guards sort of watch you all. You are not stopped, but you are seen. Do you make your way out of the village?
That's the goal.
I feel like putting as much distance between that village and us as possible. Anybody else got any objections?
Agreed. No objections. Let's get a move on.
Another
No
question.
objections.
Did you head north or south?
South.
We're heading south, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
I do want to keep out like an eye out for this like southwestern mine as well, just on the horizon if we see it.
You mean the
If I'm taking
southeastern?
point on this,
Oh, sorry, hang on.
we
Yeah, no,
won't be getting
southwestern.
that
Sorry,
far
sorry.
along. We won't be getting that far along the path.
Mhm.
Because my plan is you're on the map, right, Malika?
Am I on the map? Of course I'm on the map.
I'm planning on heading south to about there-ish,
Mm-hmm.
and then just cutting across the open plains
Okay.
to head around the crater of.
Yes. Yes, because unfortunately this entire city is the Aravel cordon is entirely gone.
So, thinking on what I know about it and what rumors I've heard about it, might head like for the bank of this lake because I know we should be able to camp safely there, so long
Well-
as we don't mean any ill intent.
You are well aware of some of the inhabitants, as you've met them already.
Yes.
Yeah. That is something you were able to do.
Yep. The real question is, does anybody raise any questions when I start to deviate from the path?
No, Shade is blindly following.
As I'm a stranger to the lands, I'm gonna say no.
No
As
to
in, no, you're
deviating.
not.
No to questions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They know the way around better than we do.
Okay. Well, that's where we're going to leave it for tonight.
Ooh.
Thank you.
No, that seems like a good place to leave it.
It does. That's why.
No, thank you. I saw what was in my inventory. Thank you.
Well, yes, yes.
Thank you for giving me new purpose, DM.
You
Wield
are
it wisely.
welcome. I'm not gonna lie. That is not something I actually expected to happen. But I have no complaints.
You have Kadir to thank.
However, and I will send you this
No,
this to
you're
you in a
not-
message.
No. No.
High five, good teamwork. I took your advice.
Are you okay?
Faz doesn't know yet what I'm talking about fully, which is the funny part. I wish I could watch you watch the session back.
But yes, Baronet, have you seen that those two messages, those last two? Do you understand the necessity
Yeah,
for that?
I'm not really surprised.
I
expected something to be like something like this to take place.
Yes. Since you have done that, you will be required to do that.
I will ask you more about that off stream though.
100%. I will be happy to give you the specifics later. But yes, thank you everybody for joining me. Thank you to our lovely cast. Thank you to our lovely chatters who came in to support us, and our viewers. We appreciate you fucking phenomenally. Let's find somebody to raid. That's a rerun, of course it is. They fucked off immediately last time, so let's not go there. Apparently,
they might be ending the same time we do.
Apparently that happened, and I discovered it later, and I was like, I don't have the energy. It's too late now.
Yeah, I
Which
went
one was
to
that
pee. I came back and I was like, did we raid anybody? We're just at an empty channel.
Yeah, we raided Crit and Miss last week. However, apparently they finished at the same time as us, and they left after we almost immediately after we raided. I was heartbroken. However,
sure, somebody like early into their session.
But yes, we're gonna raid Corsair's
The timing was
Cove.
immaculate.
It happens sometimes. It's unfortunate, but it does happen. But yes, thank you everybody. We love you. We appreciate you, and we will see you next week for more of the craziness that is Fellbrush Ascension. Also, once again, thank you to Dragon for our lovely new overlays and for our lovely new Easter eggs within those overlays, because we know that we love the Easter eggs. But yes, thank you, and we will see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.